Don't do that. Don't get punched in the head. Your head's still growing. It's going to be as big as my head one day.
Helen Yee here in Las Vegas. Always great to be joined by the one and only, the UFC Hall of Famer, former UFC light heavyweight champion, and the first fighter I've ever interviewed, Tito Ortiz. Always great to see you.
Awesome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We're here at the Bellagio. My buddy J-Rock hooked me up. So, we're getting ready for the poker event coming on Friday, celebrity poker event. I'm going to be the champ. We'll see.
Well, I did hear you are really good at poker, so that must mean you have a good poker face?
Yeah. I've always had a pretty decent poker face, but as long as you play the cards good, that's the biggest thing. Make sure you play tight. Events like this, they try to bluff a lot, so you got to make sure you read them the right way. I watched the last event they had, and I was like, I think I can do really well in this. I know Colby Covington made it to the final table. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to these people. When's your next event? Like, actually, it's in Las Vegas. Do you want to come? So, boom, I'm here.
Yeah. So what's the secret to being good at poker and to having a good poker face?
I think the secret is just make sure you play the cards. They say every 20 hands, you have probably the strongest hand that you'll have for the night. You just got to play it super tight and just read people. Read how they bet, read how they check, how long it takes to check. Little small things that I watched through. I've been playing for over 15 years. I won a couple of events in Los Angeles. I went to Bahamas with Poker Stars, and I made it down to the last 8 tables. I beat out a couple of pros, so I can play. I've been on it was at CBS for, I believe, one of the poker events that I played against Nagano, it's Nagano, right? He's a great player himself, and I beat him, and he was like, because I was like, I need a six of diamonds, and at 6 of diamonds turns, he goes, how did you even call that card? But it's poker. It's luck. There's a lot of luck that deals with it, just as long as it comes down to really, when you want to push, or not you want to push, but making sure that you play your hand the correct way, because you don't play it the correct way, guys could bluff you out of the hand, so you don't want that to happen.
Well, can the fans see your best poker face?
Best poker face.
That's a great one.
They're really not sure. They're not sure if you have a good hand or if you're bluffing. They're not really sure. So I like to smile a lot. I do. I really like to smile a lot. I like to have fun. I'll conversate with the guys too. Like, I'll have a conversation with them. But a lot of guys, they try to beat me because, I am former middleweight, light heavyweight champ for UFC. They try to beat me because they're like, I'm going to beat the champ. That's what they try to do. And then usually I end up getting them because I'll play a really strong hand and really soft, kind of think I don't have anything. I'll have something, I end up beating them.
Well, who's someone you want to play poker against that you haven't yet?
I'd say Colby Covington. I would love to. Yeah. I know Kobe's an awesome dude. I'd love to play against him because I watched the way he plays. Actually, he's really good. He's pretty damn good. I watched him and I was like, that'd be an awesome one. Yeah. So we'll see on the final table maybe.
Best of luck to you. I'm sure you're going to do great, if not win it all.
I hope so. I'm just here for fun. It'll be a good time, It's for a good cause. It's just one of those things, like I say, it's just making sure that everybody has fun. There's a lot of celebrities, a lot of basketball, football, fighters. I believe Paulo Costa's going to be here. Yeah, Paulo's going to be here also.
Coming off a fresh victory.
Fresh victory. I called that one. He won me some money at my restaurant, which I was very happy. We watched it on pay-per-view. So he did an awesome job, man. He still has another opportunity to run for the title again, I believe.
Yeah, and speaking of the title, UFC 320 was just announced by Dana White yesterday. He broke some news that Magomed Ankalaev is going to fight Alex Pereira. They're having a rematch in October. How do you think the rematch plays out?
Pereira needs to make sure that he defends the takedown. I think this is going to be more of a wrestling match. I think so, just because that Russian, he wanted to test his skills on his feet, and he showed that he could punch with them. And I think Alex thinks he can do the same thing, and I think he's actually going to wrestle him this time. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I mean, that would be the smartest thing. I mean, to have longevity in the sport, to sit there and stand toe-to-toe the whole time, your longevity is not going to last a long time. But if you wrestle a lot more, these Russians are tough as hell. They're tough as nails. But, I would like to see Alex come back and win. He deserves it. Chama to him. He's one of the best ever.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. And in the heavyweight division, Tom Aspinall, he is going to be fighting Ciryl Gane, UFC 321, also in October. Who do you favor in that fight?
Aspinall by submission. Okay. Yeah, I say Aspinall by submission.
Which round?
I say 3 by the 3rd round. Yeah, because how do you pronounce his last name? Ciryl?
Aspinall?
No, Aspinall, not Aspinall.
Ciryl Gane?
Ciryl Gane, is that correct?
Gane is the last name.
Gane's the last name. Thank you for correcting me. I mean, I'm not super familiar with these. They have different.
It's all good.
The Russians, they even drive me nuts with some of their names. And like, I'm doing a little skits because I show the pay-per-view, and I got to do it behind the camera, and it's like, I got to make sure I create their name correct. But I really think he hasn't fought in a long time. Gane, he hasn't fought in a long time, and that's going to take a big hindrance for him. And Aspinall hasn't fought in 2 years himself too.
Year now.
Year over year. So I mean, it's just one of those things. You got to be in the cage all the time. You fight 2 to 3 times a year. That's what makes you a seasoned fighter. I think that's why Tony Strickland has done so well, because he's always sparring, he's always in the cage, he's always fighting, and that just keeps you a seasoned fighter for sure.
Yeah. Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland, yeah.
Did you see he just got suspended indefinitely?
Stop it.
Like, it was just announced today.
No way. For that little scuffle that...
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh, Sean, I'm so sorry. But you got to watch your temper. You got to be professional. Be professional. You got to watch your temper. If guys do this to you, you can cuss a person out, but you don't attack a person like that. Maybe they're just making an example of him. I hope not. He deserves to fight again. Sean Strickland is a phenomenal fighter. I know him back when he used to train at Ruka with Jason Perillo, and just to see him not be able to fight anymore, that's a heartbreaker. I think fans would be bummed too. I mean, he's all-American guy. I love that guy.
What?
Just one time in the face. Don't be a fucking pussy.
Hit you in the face?
Yes, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to hit me. Go.
But how's your nose healing?
It's good enough.
Oh, bro.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Damn, those body shots.
Don't be you're being you're being dramatic. This is a skit.
No, this is like for real. I told you I had beans last night.
Don't be a fucking pussy, all right? We got a bathroom over there.
I mean, I'm sure he's going to fight again, but they're just trying to figure out when, how long his...
They're setting an example of him. Setting an example of him, as it should. Good, kudos to them. They need to make sure that all the fighters need to act professional. I mean, that was one of the things. I mean, I never ever thought of anything like that through my whole career. I never wanted to fight outside of the cage. I always talked my way out of it. I mean, always, like, even to this day, I still do. And people don't come up to me and try to start fights ever. But once again, good thing I took psychology in college, because actually, I could talk my way out of it, no problem at all. It's easy.
Yeah, you're a smart guy.
Yeah.
I'm very studious.
Well, I mean, you just got to carry yourself with, a little humbleness. I mean, it's important, and make sure you just treat people the way you want to be treated. I think it's just really, really important.
100%. But when Sean can fight again, he is obviously former UFC middleweight champion. Is there someone you would like to see him fight?
At middleweight, maybe have him and Paulo Costa ever fought?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Paulo Costa won, right?
Sean
won. Sean beat him. Really? Yeah. Was it a decision?
Yeah.
It was a decision. That'd be a great fight to see. That'd be a nice one to see. I'd like to
see it again.
See it again. Why not? I think it was close, I believe. I think it was a close fight. That'd be a nice one. Just because Paulo's he's a great fighter. I think he's a great fighter. Yeah, I think Sean's a great fighter also. I just think they'd put a great match together. And let's see who can punch the most. And Sean's usually the guy that outstrike everybody. Like I say, I've seen him spar before. I see how much he trains and how much he spars. It's common error for him to be inside the cage, to throw so many punches, so many kicks during his fight. That's how he won the world title.
Well, he's very outspoken on X, and he did say last year that maybe in the future, if he retires, he might run for a political office one day.
No. Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Don't,
That's advice?
don't do it. Don't do it. I did it. Do not do it. It's the most vicious stuff in the world. You got to have a strong team if you do it. It's a lot of work. It's very difficult to get through the situations that you got to go through to make everybody happy. And that's my problem. I like to make everybody happy. And when I was on city council, I couldn't make everybody happy because you got to make every person happy. But plus in 2020, I mean, it was a very volatile year for our country, and it was so much we were going through. And it was just, I couldn't do it. For $600 a month, it wasn't worth my time for my name. And I should have went higher. I should have went to governor if I would have done it. But I got a taste of politics, and my hat's off to all the politicians. I live in Florida now, so DeSantis, what he's done as a governor there has been phenomenal. I'm very fortunate. That's what got me to move to Florida. Who will be running this next election? Actually, Donald Byron, a really great guy, family man, awesome guy. He'll be our next governor in Florida. But California need to get their stuff together, man. Newsom is just not doing the right things, and it's just, when you watch him, it reminds me of Two-Face from Batman for some reason when I watch him. And it's just the way he responds, and it's like, you could tell when someone's lying because they blink a whole bunch. And it's heartbreaking because he lies to the public, and that's what politicians do. And I get it. But there's ones that do tell the truth who are fighting for this country. And as we've gone through this last election, I'm very fortunate that we stand where we are right now. I'm very happy. This country's safe again. Our border's safe. Schools are getting there. I live in Florida now, so it's America in Florida. I love it. It's the best move I've ever did, the best move I've ever done. My kids are happy. School's nice. I'm a head wrestling coach at Ida Baker High School. It's a lot of work. The kids, the teachers, the community, the police, the sheriff, even the city council. Everybody there are just really, really good people. It's nice, and I wish that California get their stuff together. But in Huntington Beach, they actually changed. It was 2 Republicans and 5 Democrats that ran that city. Now it's all Republicans that run that city. And I'm very fortunate because I believe Huntington Beach is now the Florida of California. That's what they say. But like I say, it doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat. At the end of the day, we're all Americans. It's important. We should make sure we take care of the future of our children. And that's our future, is our youth. And we got to make sure we teach them correctly. Don't victimize our kids, and teach them right things in school. Stick to strictly the curriculum in school. And Florida, they do that. And so that's, like I said, I've been in Florida for almost 3 years now. Me and Amber are just, it's nice. A little slower than being in California, a little slower being here in Vegas. But Miami's 2.5 hours away. Fort Lauderdale is only 2.5 hours away.
Universal Studios.
We haven't been to Universal Studios yet. We go to Mar-a-Lago. That's only 2.5 hours away in West Palm Beach. So everything's just, a drive away, which is fine. I fish a lot. I'm at a restaurant a lot. I'm coaching. So, my time's pretty much taken up. Unless when I travel and do motivational speaking and stuff, which is great.
Have you ever seen an alligator?
I have caught an alligator. I caught a 10-foot alligator on rod and reel. We skinned him. I have his head at my restaurant, his skull at my restaurant. We ate him. He's actually really, really good. It's actually kind of tastes like chicken a little bit. It's actually really, really good. I never thought I would ever eat alligator, but I caught one, and I've seen a 10-footer.
They're a bit gamey though, right? And chewy, rubbery?
No, not really, because we actually smoked it. You got to put it in buttermilk, and it actually is pretty damn tasty. And if you cook it long enough, it actually just falls apart. It's really good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, making me hungry. But circling back to the UFC middleweight division, we were talking about Strickland, but next month, UFC 319 in Chicago, it's the middleweight title fight between Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. How do you predict that fight plays out?
People are going to see how vicious Chimaev truly is. I respect the guy. He's a monster. Du Plessis, the champ, I think he's in him for a rude awakening because he's going to realize that his wrestling is not as good as Chimaev's truly is. And it was heartbreaking for me in that middleweight division because when Bo Nichols got picked apart his last fight, I was like, man, why didn't you wrestle? You're one of the best guys in the world in wrestling. Use your wrestling. And that's what all the Russians do. They use their wrestling to set up punches. They use their punches to set up the wrestling, and then they take people down and they choke them because they're really good at it. I think Chimaev, I would give it maybe 4 rounds, 3 to 4 rounds. I think Chimaev just overwhelms him too much. I think that's my opinion. Once again, I watch him. I watch Chimaev. I just see how tough he is, and I know he had training camp actually at Jackson Clothing Company or Jackson in California, correct? And was it
With Bear and Rampage is also there.
Yep. And so I know he's doing really well. I talked to Rampage. Rampage goes, "No, he's the real deal, Tito." I go, "I see him. Like I watch his fights and how vicious. I mean, he can shoot a double leg from half the cage and still take a guy down. He's just very vicious."
Yeah, and he's training with TJ Dillashaw's trainer Sam Calavita too.
So it's going to look for speed. It's going to look for shape. It's going to see how good he can push his shape. And Dillashaw has always phenomenal shape. And that's that wrestling ability. And you're able to push that shape like that. I mean, he should be able to shoot 15 shots around and be able to punch and kick and get those positions and just be dominant, I think. I had to do a little research right here. And this is when Conor became the first 2-weight champion. I'm the first 2-weight champion. I was the middleweight champion, and then I was the light heavyweight champion. I never knew that. I never really understood it like that. So that's why UFC has me as a 3-time defending light heavyweight champion, because I was a middleweight champion, and then I became a light heavyweight champion because I fought for the light heavyweight title here in Las Vegas the first time, UFC 33, against Vladimir Matyshenko.
But how would you never know that? And who told you?
I never paid attention to it. I literally never paid attention to it. I didn't even care. It was like I won titles, cool. I mean, it didn't matter to me. Like to me, it was just like more of, I want to take care of my family. I want to give my family everything I never had as a kid. That was my thing. I want to make sure my family. And I literally sat down. I started just like really like I've been bored. I mean, I just like, wait a second. Okay, middleweight, light heavyweight. How come I didn't think of this before? And why didn't I make a big deal of it? I was like, I was the first one before any of these guys did that. But when these guys get so much acknowledgement of it, then I think that made me think about it. I'm like, hey, wait, hold on a second. I don't really like to spoil your fun a little bit here, but I was the first one. I'm very fortunate. I'm thankful. It's nice to look back on my history and still have the fans care about me. I mean, just even walking from the ballet to here, people are like, stop me. Tito Ortiz gonna have a picture. Tito Ortiz gonna have a picture. I'm like, and I'm a nice guy. Of course, I always say yes. I mean, as long as I'm not with my kids, it's the only time I say no. But all the other times, I always say yes. You gotta love the fans. The fans gave so much to be where I am today. I always got to give back.
Shout out to all the fans out there. They do love you. But in the state of MMA today and in the UFC, you mentioned Conor McGregor, but besides Conor McGregor, besides John Jones, who do you think is like the biggest star in the UFC right now?
That's a tough one. Just because they have so many fighters, and the fighters, they don't have a character how the fighters used to when I used to fight. Like having that character, that was, the walkouts. And God, I mean, I guess Stylebender's the last one. He was literally the last one that really had it. God, Chimaev is the guy that I watch. I just, he doesn't talk smack at all. He shows it. I mean, that's what mostly all the Russians do. They show. But a lot of a lot of fans, they actually want to see the entertainment side of it too. They want to see the smash talk back and forth. Exactly what Conor did. I mean, Conor was like a 3.0 Tito Ortiz. I mean, he had social media. I didn't have any social media back then when I competed. So, but I mean, the guys are getting better and better. The younger guys are getting better and better. I mean, I see a lot of younger kids who are 14, 15, 16 years old, and I watch the MMA fights. I'm like, oh, don't spar, dude. You want a long career? Don't do that. Don't get punched in the head. Your head's still growing. It's going to be as big as my head one day. That's a good joke.
No, it's small.
Yeah, no. I like to joke about it.
We both have big heads, though.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's cool. I laugh about it. I laugh about it a lot.
We have a bigger brain inside.
Yep, exactly. No, it's education. You can have the biggest brain possible, but if you don't educate yourself on things, you're not going to learn. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot. It's part of life. If you're not learning something, you're not doing your job.
Yeah, learn and read every day. But for the fans who love you and can't wait to see more of you, what would you like to let them know?
God, if you guys ever in Cape Coral, Florida, come to Tito's Cantina. Come check it out. We have Fight Night, and we have UFC pay-per-views. We do raffles. I actually have a Tito's Cantina World Championship belt that I give away for the championship fight as a raffle. So we've had 5 world champions so far. And it's a great night. It's a really good night. I mean, I'm working on some things, of course, being a high school wrestling coach at Ida Baker High School. I work on a couple other things that I can't really talk about right now. I did some NDAs about them, so I can't talk about it. But there'll be some things coming up before the year is over, and we're working on all next year. Some things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's just, little small things. Of course, doing more Tito Cantinas. I'm going to do 10 total. I have 9 more that I'm going to be doing. My next one will probably be in Naples, Florida. And I'll keep everything in Florida just because it's easier. The people are amazing. And you never know. Maybe in Vegas. I don't know. I would like to spread out. I own the trademark of it. So I love it. I love Mexican food. I love being around the fans. I love treating people the way I want to be treated if I came to a restaurant. Service, food, the atmosphere, the drinks. I mean, we have over 42 tequilas. We have about 16 different margaritas. So the mixologists that we have are really, really good. They do their job very well. My whole team that works with me, we all do our job really hard. They don't work for me. We work together. And that's why I keep it like a family. It's a family restaurant. That's what we work as.